I am.
We brought my faithful sidekick and producer of the show, Renee Nay,
Hello.
Renee?
and our number one contributor, Uncle Steve.
Hi, everybody out there. How you doing?
And we're actually live on the internet right now. How about that?
Right
Yes,
now.
yes, we are.
It's kind of fun. If you guys want to call up and be a part of our show, you can call me on my cell phone right now as we are live. Call my cell phone number. We'll put you on live.
All right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Good.
I want to start this program off talking about the wacky weather we've been having in Chicago,
Sure.
including
Sure.
the dirty rain that we had the other day. I've never seen a dirty rain like that. It poured rain, and it was like dirty. It was almost like I took my truck four wheeling, and the truck was covered in dirt.
Right.
Yeah.
I was the only one to notice that.
In Arizona, they call those haboos.
Haboos.
Yeah, it's like a
Haboob.
sand, dirty rain. Like
That's what we had. It
they're
was
very
dirty,
common.
it was dirty rain.
Yeah. hmm
A haboob.
Haboob.
How do you spell that?
Haboob. Haboob.
It sounds like it's.
Well, maybe we're pronouncing it wrong, but I think it's called a haboob.
It sounds like
That's
it's
what they call it.
Sounds like it's like Middle Eastern Indian.
It is in
Yeah.
Arabic. It means storm, dirty storm. Or
Dirty
something like
storm?
that. Yeah.
See,
Mhm.
look at that.
Yeah, dirty
Yeah.
stuff.
We got that dirty rain one day, and then the next day we had 3 inches of snow.
I know. I don't get it.
And the next day we get beautiful weather.
Something like that, I guess.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, that's Chicago for you, right?
Exactly.
Anyways, I just wanted to start the show off with the dirty rain. Did anybody else have issues with the dirty rain? I mean, your car is still. I took my truck and he got it washed. It's still dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw all these people today at the car wash and trying to get it all off their car.
I think we're gonna have to bucket wash our cars in
Yeah.
order to get it clean.
Yeah.
Because it was really dirty. It's still very, very dirty.
It is.
And I take it to the car wash at Speedway at Black and 59,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a touchless Speedway. It's a touchless wash on there, and it's usually pretty good for getting the salt off.
Mm-hmm.
But it did not do a good job on the dirty.
No. It's really strange.
It's a very strange way. We don't get like that. We don't get rain like that in Chicago,
No.
and we get weird weather in Chicago.
Right. But it was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about a friend of mine recently passed away.
I'm so
and
Yeah, I'm really sorry about
Rob Sloan, and he owns Everlast Fence,
it. Yeah.
and he's been fighting cancer for a long time, but he was cancer free for a while, and then the cancer came back and it was mad at him. It was like a cancer bomb went off in his body. He had cancer everywhere.
So,
poor guy.
Yeah, and then he got married March 1st, and he passed away on St. Patrick's Day on the
Wow.
17th. So we drove up north.
yes,
to,
we went and see him in
Geneva.
Geneva.
It's a bit of a drive. That was about an hour drive all the way up there.
Yeah.
An hour drive all the way up there, and then an hour drive.
A
back.
lot of people you said came to see him,
It
and
was-
that means he was very liked.
He was a liked guy.
Yes.
People did like him.
I did like.
We always had that saying, "Do the right thing. Do the right
Yes.
thing."
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go. There's a fence that he put in that I sold on County Line Road. It backs up to County Line Road, and there's a piece of wood that's fallen off on it. I'm gonna make it a point to go over there with a screwdriver and fix that fence.
Oh, jeez.
Fix that fence.
We're gonna
Fix that
fix
fence
it.
for the guy.
Yeah.
Fix that fence for Everlasting for Rob.
For that. Yeah.
That'd be a nice feeling, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. The crowd agrees. The crowd agrees.
Very nice. Very nice.
How about all that construction on I-80?
Oh. Boy.
Yeah. Well, it's still moving pretty good. I
You've
think
been
it's
lucky.
moving pretty good, and it's looking good. The bridge is starting to come along, and the all the the turnabouts and all the things they're putting on the bridges
ramps,
seem
yeah.
to be working pretty good so far. And
Well, a
We'll
lot of
see.
people complain about a lot of different things. The first time that Trump was in office, he did not have an infrastructure program at all. And before that,
No.
we had King Browner here in Illinois. He did not have an infrastructure plan at all,
Mhm.
and we did not have that bridge, that I-80 bridge over the Des Plaines River, needed attention, and we didn't have any money to do it.
um,
None. So
Yeah.
when Pritzker got into office, he passed a bill for $44 billion.
To get that fixed.
Well, everybody was complaining, $44 billion. We haven't had any work done in years. Usually about $10 billion a year we needed infrastructure. We hadn't had anything in years, so $44 billion was to catch up one $6.3 billion was for that stretch of I-80 by itself.
That's
Yeah.
something.
Well,
And it was
Wow.
bad. It was bad. It was like, they said it was like one of the worst bridges
In the country,
in the country.
country.
Yeah, and it had a hole, and you could see
all the way
down to the bottom of the river. Like, it was,
You can see
I
right
did
through.
not like going over it at all.
None of us did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
like it
weird
either.
bridge, but
That's
it's getting
Steven's
fixed.
favorite
and
bridge.
It's looking
Yes.
better.
Well, from what I read, they're going to build another bridge alongside of the existing bridge, and then knock the existing bridge down.
Mhm,
Good.
mhm.
That's what,
Yeah.
they gonna look nice.
Yeah,
Nice when we see it
It's
done.
going to be a little bit higher than the existing bridge, I think, too.
yeah, yeah. And they're building a mall, a promenade, right off of 80 and 55, and that's where the casino's gonna move to.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a lot of traffic for people coming in from out of town that drive down the expressway and like, oh, there's a casino, let's stop, have dinner and spend the night,
Well, that's
So
because
it's
they
gonna be
changed the
a-
law on that.
There's gonna be a lot of traffic.
Yeah, they used to have to be a floating. They used to have to be in
Correct.
the water.
Yes,
Yeah.
they used to have to be on the water.
Now they're not. I don't know. I read that up in Rosemont, they dug a big hole, filled it up with water, and floated it out.
Yeah,
A big
yeah.
man-made pond.
Oh,
Right.
jeez.
Well, what I liked about in the Illinois ones were, they were on water, but they didn't move.
Yeah, when
Now,
they
I
their
had been
barges.
to one in
Yeah.
Mississippi where you're on it and it moves, and it's not a smoke-free boat.
Mm.
So the whole boat was
Smell.
just smell, and you just had so much smoke everywhere. Like, it was just, oh,
The casinos in in Indiana don't have
Correct.
no smoking. So yeah, when
Yeah,
you're there, you
yeah.
get smoke all over the place.
yeah. If you
too.
go to a bingo hall in Indiana, they just sit there and light them up,
Smoke,
light them
smoke,
up.
smoke
Yep,
all over the
Yeah.
place. Smoking.
yeah. So
Suck on that button.
Yeah, I heard they're supposed to outlaw smoking
Yeah.
in the casinos. That's
You know
what
what?
I understand.
There were-
I
they,
don't
they
know.
won't do it in Vegas. I think.
There was a lot of
No.
controversy over Blagojevich and when he signed that no smoking indoors in the state of Illinois. I like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, even though you have a non-smoking area, and then you're still sitting, like maybe you're sitting right on the edge where you're like in the non-smoking and the smoking, you still smell like it.
You know,
your
it was-
hair, your clothes.
It was funny. It was explained to me like this: you can have a portion of the pool where you can pee, and you can have a portion of the pool where you don't pee.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
But you're
right.
still getting
Exactly.
pee.
Now, I don't mind people vaping. I don't mind that because the vaping, there are all kinds of flavors and it smells good. So if they're sitting at the bar and they're vaping and it's cherry or what, I don't care.
It doesn't get into your
Because
clothes.
it doesn't
like
get in my
cigarette
clothes and
Yeah.
it doesn't make my nose burn
And your
No.
hair.
and my
Yeah.
hair. Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
But
good
with
for you to
cigarettes,
inhale
they
either.
get on your clothes, you gotta wash them. I
Yeah.
don't like.
So I guess we're all in agreement that we like the fact that there's no smoking indoors.
Yes.
That's
yes.
right.
And I forget that when I go to Michigan or Wisconsin or Indiana, I'm like, oh, they can smoke here.
Right.
I think they should outlaw it in Michigan too.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
they won't.
maybe
Wow.
it's
Maybe down the road, but
Maybe it's sometime. That's a pretty.
because
pretty,
people spend more money.
I know
if,
that,
if
but
you're a smoker and you're sitting at a bar, you're gonna blow more money.
Yeah, because you don't have to
oh,
get up.
I
You
know.
have to get
that,
up.
yeah.
You have
Now
to get
here
up
in
to go smoke.
Illinois, they go outside, they come back in. I bet that they don't spend as much on beer and stuff because they go out and come back.
Yeah, when you go out, you don't want to. I'm done
Yeah.
for the night.
Yeah, exactly. Hmm.
When you sit there at the table and you keep playing,
Yeah.
playing, that's a little different.
Yeah. That's why the casinos like when they have smoking because they're not going to get up from the table, and they're there to make money.
Yeah, it's all about the money. That's why they give you free drinks in Vegas when you're sitting at the machine.
Right? They do.
Because they want you to stay at that machine and they want you to keep going, keep
Yeah.
spending money.
Yes, they do.
And if it costs them a drink, so what? They
Right.
make you put a $20 bill in, that drink is costing a lot less than $20.
Oh
It
yeah.
sure is.
Oh
It
yeah.
Sure is.
Sure.
Right. So do you like to gamble, Steve?
Oh no, I don't like to gamble.
How about you, Renee?
No,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not a gambler.
Oh yeah. I like to
No.
gamble.
What do you-
I'm not a big gambler.
No.
What do you-
Like if I go to Vegas, I'm not going to blow all my money on Vegas. I like craps.
Craps.
Craps is my game. I like craps. I was in Vegas. I was 23 with my girlfriend Lisa Logan, and it was my first trip where I went without my family. And she had a timeshare. We went, and I learned from this old guy. I was in Excalibur, and he taught me for like 6 hours how to play.
6 hours.
Yeah, I
Wow.
just watched him. He played all different ways on the board, and he just showed me, and then he had me play a little bit, and he told me, what I was doing wrong and what I was doing right. And then the next day, I took my money and I went to Old Vegas, into downtown Old Vegas,
Right.
and it was $1 a hand in
Holy
the afternoon,
cow.
and I won $80 in an hour.
Man,
A
And I
hand.
walked away. I said, "Oh my God, he taught me so much. I learned so much."
A hand. What is that?
Yeah, yeah,
That every time somebody throws a dice is a hand.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every time your bet
Okay.
is $1 a bet.
That
Where
one-
most casinos it's $5, 10.
yeah. Old Vegas is
Yeah.
much-
And $15 a
Yeah.
hand.
I like.
But I like
Old
playing.
Vegas.
It's like
Yeah.
paying. To me, it was almost like paying, penny slots or something. I'll
Yeah,
play
nice.
slots, but it's not my thing.
I do not.
And
like
I've played
slots.
you don't like
blackjack.
slots? No.
I've played blackjack before, but Mike's the blackjack dealer.
I like blackjack because I know how to play. I know how to beat the dealer. I know if you're sitting there with a 12, you don't take a hit if the dealer's showing 16.
Yeah.
I understand that. The one that gets me more than anything is when people take a hit and the dealer is showing 16. It's like you realize that I'm probably going to bust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You shouldn't take that card because
Oh,
if you
huh.
take that card, what's going to happen is it's going to cause you to bust, and then I'm going to take everybody else's money.
Oh,
But you don't
yeah.
always know you're gonna bust because
No.
at a
no.
casino they play with 5, 6 cards.
5 or
deck.
6, right?
Decks of cards.
It is a what's the word I'm looking? It's a subjective game.
Now,
I like
when
to
you
play when I play the computer games. I like to play 5-card draw.
Mm.
'Cause
My
it-
Aunt Pat loved that. That was her game. She
well,
loved to
everybody
play.
tries to go for the royal straight flush because
Mhm.
it
Yes.
pays the progressive pot.
Yeah.
If you just try to get the best hand, you could put $20 in there and you can sit and play the
Oh,
whole
she
day.
used to play all day, but she'd
On
always
20 bucks.
win. She'd
On
always
20
win.
Well,
Very
because
lucky.
if you don't go for yeah, you could be looking at a pair of aces, or you could throw it away and maybe go for ace, king, queen, and try and get the straight flush. But the odds of you getting the straight flush are much less than you catching a third ace.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Or another pair or something. But if you have a pair of aces and you break that pair of aces, you just threw away money because the aces already pay you.
Right.
I prefer the what was I saying? 5-card draw, or I like blackjack.
Blackjack. Now, when you
I
play,
feel like I'm more in control. When you're playing slots, you're just pushing a button and it's like there's no skill to it.
I mean,
Right.
you got a chance to win, but that's the chance you
Well,
take.
the skill to it on craps, if you watch it on TV or whatever, when somebody's got a good hand, they're throwing good.
Mm-hmm,
The whole table is filled with people. That's when you throw all your money in a bet. If somebody starts throwing craps, you get off that table. Go to another table or don't play for a while. Because if you stay at that table and you get a new roller or they do terrible, you're all gonna lose your money unless you bet against the table. So, and there's ways of doing that, but it's still a lot.
Yeah, and also I like to watch roulette. I don't like to play roulette. But I'll tell you what, when you get a bunch of black,
Yeah.
you go up there and you bet red.
Yeah,
You bet red.
Yeah.
Or if you get a bunch of red, you go up there and bet black.
yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
odds are
You got-
50-50 black, well, almost 50-50 black to red. And then there's, of course, you could get a green with the zeros.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is green? You
Green is a 0 and a double 0.
Oh, yeah. No good. You shouldn't
Well,
get that.
you can bet that if you want,
But you'll have a chance like black and red.
right. But it pays a lot more if you bet it and you hit it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And you could bet numbers too. You can put
Individual
in
numbers.
between numbers.
Yes.
You could say you want these 4 numbers to come up. There's
Okay,
all ways,
yeah.
different ways of
A lot of
betting
ways
Yeah.
to pay.
to play roulette. Too.
A lot of
So,
ways to play. And then, of course, when you bet it, you got different. If you bet 4 numbers, you get paid X amount of dollars, X percent. If you bet 8 numbers, you
Yeah.
get paid X percent.
Okay.
If you bet a third of the
Yeah.
field, you get paid X percent.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you something. When you play blackjack, you have anybody smoking in Wisconsin or wherever you?
Yeah, they all do.
When I'm up in
But they
Wisconsin,
don't got a area say, okay, you got to smoke in this area, or they just-
Yeah, I think they do. I'm not
I've never,
sure.
now that you mentioned it, I've never noticed whether they're smoking. Because most of the events that I deal at are, private parties in
Yeah.
the banquet halls.
Yeah, and when you come home, I don't smell it on you. That's why I asked you if
Yeah,
you.
I can honestly say I
yeah.
haven't noticed.
No,
Yeah,
no, I notice it right away. When you got smoke on your clothes, you can
Yeah.
smell
Well, I do have to wash my shirt every time. They can't go
Oh,
back
yeah,
when it's
yeah.
dirty.
it. They get dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tux should.
Yeah. I like to wear my White Sox, and I say I'm a graduate of the Illinois school system. And
No,
sometimes I have trouble
you
counting.
can't. You got one of the
Us.
cufflinks for the.
Sometimes I have trouble counting. You know,
Jeez.
it's good for a laugh, and I usually get a good tip out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's about entertainment. It's about being funny.
yeah.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Uh-huh.
Being funny.
Okay. Okay, what the next thing we got to talk about?
Renee went to Arizona.
Oh, Arizona! I
did,
miss
I
them.
did.
I
I
miss.
I
I
went to
miss Renee.
Arizona, and it's my first vacation in a long time. And I went for a week, and I got there, and the weather was colder than it was here.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We had
I
that
went there. I brought
that
all
70
kinds of
degree
summer
day.
clothes. She told me to bring a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt and a long sleeve shirt, and I did. And everything else I brought were capris, flip flops,
Oh.
whatever. And almost the whole entire trip, I either had long sleeve shirt on or sweatshirt.
It was 78 degrees here. when you
It
were
was now the first night I got there at the middle of the night, so
Yeah.
so it was
Flying.
cool, of course. But the next day, we went to a ghost town, and it was windy because we were going to zip line, and it was windy, and we just walked around, and I had like capris on and gym shoes, and then I just had like a light coat, but it was cold. It was breezy. It was
Oh, you-
breezy. And
I heard
then-
about. Wait, excuse me. I heard about you go on a zip line
No,
now.
no. They have zip lines, but we didn't do it.
Oh,
We didn't do it.
oh,
Listen
okay.
to the conversation, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we walked around there, and I found this really cool hat store, and I got a really nice. Um,
We're recording live. Why don't you go get the hat?
oh geez, it's in the bedroom.
Go get it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go run and get it. Come get it.
Why
Yeah.
I would go get it.
I will go get it.
Go get it.
Oh jeez. All right. Hold
Okay.
on, everybody.
Yeah, go get it.
Okay.
You can show everybody the beautiful hat that you bought.
Yeah,
Okay,
beautiful hat.
Hold on.
Okay, she'll be right back.
And then
Okay.
Renee bought me a beautiful buckle.
The belt buckle.
Beautiful. I even got on. I can show you it.
I got a set of six shooters. Oh, you're wearing yours.
I got it. You see it, everybody?
I see it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I see it. There's the belt buckle that Renee got me. I got a set
That's
of six
right.
shooters that's set up for a bottle. It holds a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah,
six
go on.
shooters, kind of like on an angle,
Shooters.
and then the
yeah.
bottle goes. The bottle goes inside there. It was
Okay. that
But my
nice.
mom lives out in Phoenix area, and I told Renee you should connect with my mom, and then she
Yeah.
decided on the last day I should connect with your mom, and it was too late. She couldn't get with mom.
No, that's too late.
You know how that goes. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to get her hat. It's in the closet. And
They had a beautiful hat. Beautiful.
She went to a Cubs game while she was there. It was
Yeah.
preseason-
Oh,
preseason.
Cubs didn't do
They
good
got
at all.
slaughtered. I think the score was 9-2.
9-2. I thought the 15-2.
No, I thought it was 9, but
9-2.
9-2.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot. Here
All
she comes.
right.
She's back.
See
Here I
back.
come.
Here, Renee. Back.
Okay.
She's back.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on.
I want to
Yeah,
see your
here's
hat, Renee. They're beautiful.
You're just so yeah. So I got this hat, and
Isn't it handmade?
yeah, it's handmade, and it's by a local Indian artist, and she hand paints
They're
and
beautiful.
pressed it in.
That's nice.
Just
Yeah,
beautiful.
and you can wear it this way. It has like the prickly pears, or you can wear it this way. And this is the mountain right by the ghost town where we went.
You can wear it either way.
I think it's called Apache
Boy,
Mountain.
either
I think.
way,
You can wear it either way.
That's
I
nice.
realized that
Yeah.
it was reversible.
No.
See this way?
Yeah. Oh, they're reversible.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, Renee. Real
Yeah,
nice.
it's really nice.
It's got a buckle on the one side. Is the buckle supposed to be on one side or the other?
Yeah, there it goes.
Real nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so we got that, and then we went to a local pottery lady.
Wait. How much did you pay for that?
It was like $200.
Ka-ching. I wish I had a cash register.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
But you know,
Huh.
they're expensive. Good cowboy hats.
But
expensive.
they're beautiful.
Yeah. So then we went to a pottery place in this ghost town, and they had lots of pottery. So I bought that, and then I bought some souvenirs, and I bought Uncle Steve belt buckle there.
He showed everybody the belt buckle.
Mhm.
Yeah, I showed. Oh,
And then
they're
we
beautiful.
went on
I love it.
a train tour, and the guy told us about the gold town, ghost town, and you know how gold came into there, and Oh, that was pretty interesting. And then I learned about cactuses that they grow 1 inch every 10 years.
Every 10 years?
Every 10 years. So if you see a cactus there that's way big, you know that thing's been there a long time.
Yeah, no kidding. 1 inch. If it's a
1
foot tall, it's
Yeah.
been there
And in the prickly
120
pear,
years.
in the prickly pear cactus, which is the flat one, the flat, which most people have seen before. They make everything out of that. They make lemonade out of it. They make jellies out of it. They make candy out of it.
Are you sure it only grows 10 years?
That's what he told
How
us.
fast does a cactus grow?
On the website succulentsbox.com, they say, generally, cacti are known for their slow growth, and their annual growth can range from a few inches to no more than a foot in optimal conditions.
What, a year?
For a year.
A year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a
It can
year.
grow a couple of inches or up to a foot in optimal condition. So up to a foot a year.
All right. So then a foot to.
Some species take years or even decades to reach maturity.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying. It took
surprised.
decades. He told us
Oh,
10,
yeah.
10 a year. I'm just going by what he told
You
us.
said
Okay.
10 a year, not 10 years for one.
Oh, I'm sorry. 10 a year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a little bit strange.
Okay. Sorry.
That's
what I
okay.
did.
That's
Okay.
That's why we
All
got
right.
Google.
So yeah. So we had the
Mm.
the prickly pear. So I did try prickly pear lemonade, and I tried the candy, and it's okay. But it's there all over.
I'm not a
if
big
you've ever
fan of
been,
prickly pear.
if you've been to Arizona before, it's just everywhere. So I was like, I gotta try it.
The
How
prickly-
the
So we
can, how's
did
the
that.
candy? Good?
Yeah, I said it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You gotta
So
pay attention, buddy.
yeah, can you
Okay.
please pay attention? Thank you.
Okay.
So then we went. Where did we go? Oh, we went up to the top of the mountain, and I met some Indian tribe up there. And stuff. It was really cool, and you could see the whole city from the top, and it was cool up there. Really cool up there. Like you had to have a jacket up there. It's cold. And people drive up there on their bikes all the way to the top, and then they just come flying down, flying down. And I saw people on their motorcycles going up there, and it's a very thin road. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, and there's hikers and stuff. And then we saw some hand glider people up there at the top. I took some pictures, and they were jumping right off the mountain and hand gliding down.
Oh, boy.
No way would I do that.
Oh,
but,
I like that.
But yeah, it was crazy. So we did that. Went to lots of good places to eat, and then we drove to Tombstone.
Small town, homegrown, made the way you make your own
Yeah.
pizza.
Pizza.
Tombstone. So yeah, so we went to Tombstone, which was like a 5-hour drive, and it was a long day. And we went there, and we did the whole gunslinging show and walked through Tombstone, took pictures, and it was pretty cool.
It sounds like it.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then my last day, I was there, of course. Then it was like 80, So I went swimming.
Yeah, I
Finally,
said about
one
it too.
day, I went
Finally.
swimming.
Good.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And
My mom said when she first moved out there, everybody was freezing when it was 60 degrees. They were all wearing coats and gloves and stuff
yeah,
at 60 degrees. And my mom, well, she moved from here from Chicago. She was 60 degrees. Come on, let's barbecue. Let's go play some volleyball. Let's go
Yeah.
swimming. This is wonderful. She said that was her first year out there. She says then she got acclimated, and she said the second year she was out there it was 60 degrees and she was cold.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
That's a cold 60 degrees.
Your
Yeah.
body gets used
but
to
I
that.
don't know if if I went down there with like 120 when it was so hot. I don't know if I'd like that. I don't know.
Well, it's
It's
a
a
very-
different type of hot, but
It's
still
cliche.
still
it's,
hot.
it's cliche. It's a different kind of heat. It really
Yeah.
is a very different kind of heat.
Yeah, but it is hot.
I mean,
I've
100
been to Vegas when it was like 120, and I could feel it through my shoes.
right. Well, 120 degrees is still 120 degrees.
Yeah.
But you pick a good month to go with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked and
Yeah.
and it was a good month to go. So,
Yeah.
you just don't know what it was gonna be. It rained one day, but not very long.
It doesn't normally.
But it
rain.
hadn't rained there since August. So, my friend who I went to visit, Rachel, and Jim was he was in tears because he said it hadn't rained there in so long,
And then when
and
you
they
show up-
needed it.
when you show
They
up, it
needed
rains.
that rain, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they showed me a great time, and I in like literally in the 7 days I was there, we saw so much stuff. Like we went to, like I said, the ghost town. We went to Tombstone. They
Oh.
You
took
wanna
me
call
to
them?
this. That they took me to this place. It's called the Dancing Panda, and we had great food there, and it was like a show that was a lot of fun. And
Nice.
we just went to all the different towns, Mesa, Chandler. They took me to downtown Phoenix, up the mountain.
Boy, you went
Um,
everywhere. Man.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
went to a Japanese tea garden, which was cool too.
The tea garden.
Yeah, it was just beautiful flowers and trees and water and the koi
Nice.
fish, and I took a ton of pictures there. And oh, and then we went to, of course, which they mentioned, we went to a spring training of the Cubs game. So that was a lot of fun. We had great seats.
Is that
Great,
for
great
somebody
seats.
watching this? Or listening?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I thought it did for a second.
no, that just bounces up on the bottom of the computer. You ask me this all the time.
No, not at the bottom of the computer, on the right of the computer.
No.
Underneath, see that little green thing that goes up and down when I talk?
Oh
No,
yeah.
that's just
Underneath that,
yeah, it just says echo
underneath that.
right here.
Yeah,
No, it says echo cancellation. Yeah,
okay,
that's
okay.
it. There's nothing there.
Okay. All right. I
So
thought
nobody's
someone.
listening to us.
Oh,
Well, they're listening to us maybe, but we don't
Nobody's
see 'em.
watching us on live,
Yeah, we don't see 'em.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
and then yeah, so that was our great trip.
Can you tell me when you were flying, were you scared?
When I flew out, I was a little nervous because we had just had a collision like a couple weeks before that,
Oh.
and almost at
An
Midway.
almost collision at Midway, like 2 days
and we
before.
sat on the runway for a little bit. It was late at night, and I was like, "Oh boy, what if they don't see us or something?" But flying into Phoenix, it was pretty open. We
Good.
got in at midnight, and it was
Nice.
pretty open. And then coming back, we sat on the runway a little bit because there was a storm coming. So then I was a little nervous, but then it was fine. It was fine.
I heard you have a beautiful flight both ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Well, it was interesting because when you left daylight savings time,
Yeah.
We changed the clocks.
Yeah, when
we
I
changed the clocks,
left.
added an extra hour to her flight.
Yeah, so coming home, it took me 2 hours extra than when I flew out. It was only 1 hour. So
That nice.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
you
so it's
flew
different.
out there, you lost an hour. When you flew back, you gained 2 hours.
right. But I left there at 5:30, and I didn't get into Chicago till almost midnight Chicago time.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like
So it was
Chicago
like a
time.
longer flight where when I flew out, I left at 8,
Yeah.
and I got there at 11:30. Like, yeah, so
so 6 hours coming back.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it
But you
really
have-
wasn't 6 hours because you just crossed 2 time zones.
right. But it just felt like
But
it.
Mike, she said she had a delay going out. She did have
a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, I had a little delay going out, but they
But
had
that's
nothing to
not
do with
flight
the time zone.
No, not the
Flight
flight.
time.
No.
It was a little different.
Well, going out, the Southwest, I went on Southwest. The lady was like a little rude.
Rude.
Well, we were all in line. She's like,
Okay,
"Let's
for
go,
the
let's go.
record.
We're late. Get on it, get on it." I'm
No,
like, "Well,
for
we're
the
not
record.
the late person. We didn't make the plane late. The plane got here late. We got on it late. We've been sitting here waiting for it to come." She was like, "Let's go. We gotta get on. We got bored. We gotta." And I'm just like, "Oh my god!"
No, she shouldn't be rude.
Coming back, they were so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So Southwest Airlines from Chicago got the Chicago rudeness.
Yeah, yeah,
You heard it first here on Hammer and Nail Polish.
Yes.
yeah. And then
They're gonna come after me and
the-
sue me now.
the weird thing is too, it's like every airport has a different, the ID, or what are they called, DEIAs or whatever those guys are.
Yeah.
That going out, I had to like
TSA.
TSAs. Sorry, that's it.
Seriously.
Going out, I had to, take the shoes off. I had to take everything out of my bag, everything. Coming back from
Phoenix.
Phoenix, the guy's like, nope, just leave everything in your bag, even your laptops and everything. And then they just went through and they scanned it all. We still had to take our shoes off and stuff, but we didn't have to. It wasn't as in depth of taking everything off.
But
It was
see,
like
they
going the other
they
way.
want you to be safe on a plane. They have
Well,
to
we
do
were,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were. I felt safe both ways, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
they they didn't have us
The
pull
inspection.
them out of the bag.
Instruction.
The screening.
Because it's going through a screen and they can see your laptop. They can
Yes.
see, yes, but going from O'Hare, from Midway, we had to take our laptops out of the
Yeah.
laptop bag,
Yeah, I've done that.
put it on there, the shoes, your belt, your da.
I had a
and the other
tablet.
guy
They made me
was-
take the tablet out. And
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And like coming back, the TSAs were just a lot nicer. Like the lady in front of me had a baby and she's like, he's like, well, he's like, you can hold her, she can, put this here. You guys can put it all in one bin.
Yeah.
And then she switched and gave her husband the baby and like he was very accommodating.
Did you go
really
through the
nice.
machine? We had to put your.
Oh
hands on
yeah,
your
both places I had to
Oh,
put,
yeah.
put your hands up there and
Oh,
they
yeah.
put circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
circles around it. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
You
Yeah.
know what get me? How you get the pie there without any problems?
Okay,
That's what I'm
there's a
concerned
story there now, Uncle Steve. Nobody knows what
Yeah,
you're
nobody
talking
knows that story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody
about.
knows what
Okay,
you're
the
talking about.
apple pie.
What
where
apple
you take
pie?
to Amazon at
What apple pie
Arizona.
did you take to Arizona? You gotta preface
Yeah.
No,
this.
not me, Renee.
Well, see, here's the deal. Me and Renee
Okay.
know the story, but nobody that's listening to this has any idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right. No,
Mm.
I brought an apple pie with me and
Uncle,
I had no problem going through. I called ahead of time to see if I could bring bakery and they
Uncle
They
Steve-
let me bring it as a carry-on.
Uncle Steve went out of his way to get this apple pie.
Yes, I went out of my way. 2 weeks I working on this, trying
To
to
get the
get this apple pie.
to get it for Renee to take it to her friend Rachel out in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Right, because it's her
Yeah.
one of her
Yes.
favorite pies. It's up by her brother's.
And we were concerned it was going to qualify as one of her carry-ons, and we were saying, it's in a tin pie pan. Is it going to mess up the radar?
Yes.
Are they going to
Oh,
let you bring it on
boy.
board?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I had no problem. They
Good.
let me bring it
Good.
on, no problem.
They looked at it. They said, "Oh, that's a pie. Okay, go ahead."
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
Uncle
problem.
Steve, you need to preface things
Okay.
like that. Nobody knows what you're
Alright.
talking about.
All right.
Right, right.
All right.
It's a good story. It's a really good
Oh,
story.
yeah. All right.
Poor Steve.
I got explained better.
Well, he was
Yes.
supposed to pick it up, and then the pickup fell through, and then I wound up meeting the person halfway and getting it. It was an interesting trek to get him this apple pie.
Yeah,
But they got caramel on this one.
we got it. We
We
got
got
it.
it. We got it.
Perfect. Yeah, so that was my trip.
That's it.
Anything else about Arizona you want to make mention of?
No.
No. Okay.
When I was in Arizona, I felt that everything was just dead.
Dead.
It was all brown. It was all dead. There was no. There were a few trees and a few cacti here and there.
Yeah, there's not a
No.
lot of trees. No,
It's
a lot of cactus.
dead.
A lot of cactus and they have beautiful, beautiful bridges. Like their bridges are all like Aztec and they got like patterns in
That's
in the
nice.
stone.
Well, keep
and
in mind
stuff.
when they put up a bridge, it doesn't get knocked down by the winter. We put up a bridge here in
Right.
Chicago. We got to rebuild that sucker in 10 years. you know?
Yeah.
That's true.
Because of
That's
our
No,
true.
winters.
not 10 years, 20 years.
Yeah, that's true. They do
We
do
gotta-
that.
So when they put it up, they can spend a little bit more time decorating it.
Oh, one thing I did see there. I
Yes.
didn't try it,
Okay.
but I thought it was cool. They had the Uber cars without the drivers.
A driverless car.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So it was like this big white car, and it has this big circle thing on the top, and then that tells the car where to go to pick you up, and then you get inside of it, and then it drives you to where you're going. There's no person in there, it's just you.
It's like Johnny Cab on.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
They were
Mike,
all
you-
over
Total,
Phoenix.
Total Recall in
Yeah.
Mars.
Recall, yeah. You
They
think
were
you,
all
Mike, you-
over Phoenix. You
you
could
think
see
you'd
'em.
you'd be safer? I don't
I
know
don't,
about me.
I don't know how I would feel about being in a car without a driver.
No
Yeah,
driver.
there's no driver.
No driver. They're
No,
all computer.
No, and I was told they've had them for a few years.
Have they had any accidents?
I don't know.
How safe are they?
I don't know that.
Let's see if Google knows.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I didn't go in one, but I kind of wanted to,
Yeah.
just to like maybe go a few blocks or something,
Hey,
just
Google.
to see what it would be like.
How safe are driverless cars?
But they were crazy. It was crazy to
That's
see one.
something.
It was crazy to
Self-driving
see
cars, pros and cons.
Yeah.
Will self-driving cars ever be safe?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Crazy. Autonomous vehicles will soon be safer than humans. Generally
Yeah.
considered safer than human-driven vehicles. in certain
Right.
scenarios.
That's right.
Because it knows when to stop, and it's not going to cause an accident because it's paying attention.
Yes,
It's
they
not-
got
There's
everything
There's
under
no
under
control.
distractions
control.
for
Yes.
it, you know.
with studies showing reduced car crash rates and improved safety in specific situations. So I guess in other situations they're not safe.
I guess, I don't know.
Well, I know that.
But
like,
I think it would be kind of nice, like, if you didn't have to drive and you just get in and the thing takes you
Takes you
where
where
you're
you go.
going. Like, you
In the
wouldn't have
future,
to
we
worry
won't-
about that. You could get work done in the back
in
and
the
be like,
future, we
you
won't
know,
have cars. We just
Yeah.
call up a Johnny cab.
yeah.
Or maybe one day,
Mhm.
what the results gonna be, they're gonna be when their planes take off, there be no people. One day, I bet
Oh,
What are you thinking? Pilotless
Oh,
plane.
Pi-
pilotless
pilot's
planes.
plane.
You never know.
you know,
never-
that's,
never know.
they're getting so far already, they
Mhm.
could do it.
Right.
That's kind of scary too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
pilotless airplane.
but that'd be all computerized,
Yeah.
you know.
Real
Yeah.
deal things can go wrong. But yeah,
Yeah.
they're all over. People use them. And I saw them.
I wonder what happens if you get in an accident in a driverless car. Who's to blame?
Yeah, who you blame?
I was in the back seat. It wasn't me.
Hey, not me, hang on.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh.
Crazy.
Driverless cars.
Drivers.
You never know.
I know that Dad's GMC has what they call Super Cruise,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you can let your hand off the wheel. It'll keep it'll keep you in the lane, and it'll keep you at the right speed. And if the car in front of you slows down, it'll slow down appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
And if it speeds up, it'll speed up appropriately. But it's interesting because it knows exactly what the speed limit is. And what Dad said to me is the problem it had was there was a construction zone, and
Yeah.
the car did not know that the construction zone speed limit was lowered.
Right.
Oh,
So
boy.
he had to take control and slow the car down.
That's
Yeah.
something.
So that was the one thing that he said was an issue.
A big issue.
I didn't know. I could see how that could be. Now see, look now that if you look down at the bottom here, babe, right there. What's that black thing? That black box.
These are all apps.
Oh, that black box is an
Yeah,
app. Right there.
they're
What's the blue
apps.
is the blue one over here is an app too.
Yeah, they're all apps. These are all apps.
Not that far down. You see
Oh,
the
I know what
screen?
you're talking about.
It says your name there.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
Huh.
Don't be mad. I
Put your-
can't see.
Put
I
your
can't-
glasses
I
on.
can't see that far.
Yeah, why
Now,
you-
see, the problem is I put my
Mike,
glasses
why
on.
you get your glasses on? Maybe
If
you
I
can
put my
see.
glasses on, it reflects the light funny. Watch my glasses.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to
See
see.
how my glasses have big white circles on them now?
Okay.
Because big white circles.
I mean,
I
you
don't-
cannot see.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I have
Okay.
to tip my head up a little bit, but I mean, you can see the big white circles on my glasses. That's why I
Yeah.
take- this is why I take my glasses off. You see that on the screen?
I see you.
That's why I take them.
But see, I
Yeah.
like them on.
But the problem is I can't see far away with them.
I know you cannot see far or close.
I can't see far away. I can see up close okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My eyes are backwards.
How about
Yeah.
mine? Mine backwards.
No, you're
Right.
just backwards, Steve. You're just backwards.
All right, don't get smart. Don't be a smart ass.
Yeah.
But we went by Papa Joe's today, and
Yeah.
he started chasing the dog and disappeared for like a half an hour. And I'm calling him, like, where the hell are you? What's going on? It was like a little kid chasing a balloon kind of thing. He just
Oh.
disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got yelled at for not picking up his phone.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up now. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm trying to find a dog, and I block away. We chase and I'm trying to block them. Unbelievable. I mean, a little dog, you figure you can get them.
Yeah, maybe we should send
Oh.
that self-driving car to go get the little dog.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
get the little dog.
Yeah.
You know those cars that were self-driving? Did you see them? Were they Teslas or what kind of cars were they? Do you know?
No. They were just like a little 4-door white car.
The four-door white car. Because Teslas, they are
Uh-uh.
self-driving cars. I'd be afraid, that thing might catch on fire on me and there'd be no driver in there.
Yeah. I don't know.
What you looking at
No.
on your phone?
I'm just trying to do something.
Just trying to do something. Pay attention. Be present here.
I am. I'm trying to find something.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. Find something to
okay.
make it part of the show.
They're part of the
The
show.
screen is cutting your face right in half.
I know. I see that. Yeah, so we went to a famous, I can't find the name of it. We went to a famous pizza place. I think it's called Sal's. And it was on Dinners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And I want to say it was in Champa, Arizona.
Yes.
But it was packed. Packed. We went on a Friday. It was packed, full of people. And they were on Dinners, Drive-Ins, and Dives for their famous pizza. And it was very good pizza. But I had pasta, but my table had some of the pizza, and it's very good, very good.
Sal's Pizza Place.
Yeah.
And my mom says that that's the biggest problem she has with
Pizza.
living in Phoenix. No, not
No,
pizza, just
no.
food in general.
Oh,
What?
I mean, to try and get a beef sandwich like we have in Chicago.
Yes.
is Nothing. He says, there's no place.
Oh, yeah, there is. They got a Portillo's right there.
It's not the same, she says. It's better in Chicago.
Yeah,
Oh,
not the same.
It's considerably better in Chicago when you get a Italian beef
I
sandwich.
guess. I don't know.
Are you
I
sure?
heard they're pretty good there.
Well, I mean, it's still a Portillo's
Yeah.
Italian beef sandwich.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
gotta get that beef. I don't. According to my mom.
Oh, okay.
She don't get that much beef on that
Yeah, she
sandwich
says
or what?
Pizzas are the same way. She says you can't get a really good Chicago.
They have
style
really
pizza.
good pizza there. I'm
That sounds
telling you. Yeah, it's very good pizza.
We're gonna have to tell her about that.
Yeah, really yummy.
yeah.
Mhm. And they also have the Detroit style. And they're famous for the pizza that was on the show, I think, is they make a rigatoni with vodka sauce and they put that on top of the pizza dough.
So it's
Oh.
pasta on top of
Yeah,
pizza.
and then they cover it with cheese and it was sold out. It
Mm.
was sold. I saw it sitting there, and then all these people just kept coming in and getting
They're
more
good.
and more and more, and it was
Oh,
gone.
boy.
So by the time I sat down, they didn't have any more made. I had to wait. You know?
Wow.
But yeah, but I had their chicken Alfredo, and chicken Parmesan was delicious.
Chicken parmesan is a special kind of.
So
parmesan.
good.
It's special
Yeah,
kind of-
they make
very
everything
good,
there
yeah.
homemade, homemade,
You got it? Mike?
homemade dressings and then home sauces. Delicious.
Yeah.
And
Good.
we had a park across the street and down the road because there were so many people parked there that were
Holy
waiting.
cow,
We waited
yeah.
an hour to sit.
What do you think would happen if one of those pasta plates hit the floor?
What?
Because if you had it hit the carpeting on the floor, you have to get one of those wetbacks.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
Clean it up. like
Oh,
the
boy,
carpet
that'd
cleaner
be
like
a
we just
mess.
bought.
Oh, I'm like, huh?
Like we just bought.
Yeah, we bought one.
Yeah, but I mean, what would you think if somebody were to drop a pasta plate that was covered in red sauce?
Hmm.
Did they have hard floors or did they have carpeting?
No, they all had hard floors. The whole place was hard floors.
Oh, well, they're easy to pick
Yeah,
up.
no
then.
carpeting.
Yeah, well, that's something that we don't have what's the word I'm looking for here.
Hmm.
If it were to hit on the floor here, we wind up on carpeting, and we would have one hell of a mess. Thank God we got this new wet bag.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the wet bag.
Yeah,
I'm
the
glad
Hoover.
we got it.
The
Yeah.
Hoover wetback
Yeah.
We had one
for
and-
like
not
3
working.
years.
3 years.
And it was great.
yeah, and the pump
We-
stopped working.
And the pump stopped working. We tried to fix it and stuff, and it just wasn't. Doing
Don't
it.
want to be.
So now we bought another one that's a Hoover. It's a little smaller, but it has the same features that the other one did.
It seems to use.
And it picks everything up just like the other one, and it dries it fast. Where we bought a Bissell online from somebody this summer, and the thing hardly worked the whole time we've had it,
Yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
suck.
and it just didn't, have good sucking on
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
that thing really sucked. The
It really
problem is
sucked.
it didn't suck.
Right,
did
right.
suck.
And I mean, we bought parts and replaced it, and we
Yeah.
watched
I took-
videos and stuff, and it's just a problem. And if you go online, there's a ton of people selling them, so you know that Bissell's just not a good one.
At least that
Yeah.
particular amount.
And
Yeah,
I
it's not a
took
good
all
one.
the hoses off and everything. I blow it out, and I see
But I
some.
kept telling you, Steve, it wasn't clogged.
No, but I
No.
still checked it by the pump in it, and then, but I found one place where it clogged.
Yeah.
But I figured it'd be okay.
Well, the
Well,
first-
I
Yeah.
should have tried.
The first one was not clogged. The
Yeah.
first one, no water was coming out.
Yes,
So we had to check the water
Water.
feed.
feed. Yes.
Feed,
We
yeah.
needed fresh water feed.
Yep.
The second one wasn't sucking. That one
They're
was the one where
sucking.
we needed to check for
Yeah.
clog,
Yeah.
but it wasn't clogged. It wasn't clogged.
And Renee took it apart, and we work on it. I said, let's get a new one.
Let's
Like a fan.
we were another time.
We overtime?
No,
Oh.
not yet,
Not
but
yet.
you got other things on the list.
Not too much. Just I wanted to talk about our St. Patrick's Day bus trip with
Oh.
Gusto's.
Gustos!
Gustos, we
woo!
have a blast. But
It
you-
was fun.
yes,
It's a pub crawl. And
Pub
and
crawl.
we get a bus, and the bus takes us on all these different pubs to all these different places around town. And
Mhm.
it starts at Gusto's,
Yep.
2115 Plainfield Road in Crest Hill.
Mhm.
That's where we started. We got on board the bus. There were 2 buses that went, and we went from there. We went to Jameson's.
Jameson.
Yes.
But wait a minute, you didn't tell them what we have on the bus. We have Jello shots.
We always have that.
And
Jello
Gina
shots.
in
We
front of
had
me.
gummy bear shots.
Oh, they want give me a
and beer
couple.
on
I
the
say
bus.
no.
And water and drinks and snacks.
Yeah, that was one of the things he said. We're all going to drink water on this bus trip,
Oh.
right?
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Somebody made Oreo balls with
Those
The-
were so
with green
good.
mints.
Oh,
those were
they're
good.
good.
Those were good.
Oh, I love them.
Those were good.
You love them balls?
The chocolate balls.
Oh, they ain't chocolate. Oh yeah, chocolate.
Soft chocolate milk minty.
They just rolled around in your mouth. with
Yes.
Your tongue.
Oh.
Oh, my God, those balls were so juicy.
Yeah, salted chocolate salty balls.
They're chocolate balls.
You like sucking on those balls.
They
Hey,
were good.
be nice now. I'm the Mike. Don't talk dirty.
We're not talking about talking dirty.
You
We're talking
talk-
about the chocolate balls. the
Yeah,
milk chocolate
chocolate
Right,
balls.
they were good.
And she liked rolling them around on your tongue. And
Yeah.
It's a Saturday night skit. SNL,
Yeah.
watch
Saturday
it.
Night Live,
Watch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta listen.
yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Oh, chocolate
But we
balls.
stopped. We started Jameson's, and then from there.
Well, I wanted
we
to talk
went-
about the Jameson. We stopped at Jameson's, and it was pretty busy when we were there.
Yes.
Right.
But they took care of us. They did a great job. Jameson's did a great job.
Yeah.
And we had this waitress. Her name was Faith.
No, Allison.
No, I thought it was Faith.
No, who
No,
said Faith? I don't know
Allison.
where you got Faith from.
No,
It wasn't on there.
Allison.
I swear to God that her name was Faith.
No,
It's
Allison.
Allison.
Well, Allison was our waitress, but the girl that we were kind of talking about was Faith.
I don't know
Oh,
who you're
I don't
talking
know.
about.
The one
Yeah.
in the little white shorts.
Yeah, her name is Allison.
Okay, Allison Faith or Faith Allison.
No,
Anyways, later in the trip we went to Corrigan's.
Yep.
And
Oh.
Corrigan's was a mob scene, but she was there waitress.
she was waitressing in the afternoon.
I
But they're
thought-
all owned by the same.
Yeah, they're owned by the same
Yeah.
guys.
We
Yeah.
She was
couldn't
making
even
a lot
get
of
in.
money. That girl was hopping all day.
Oh,
Yeah, she definitely.
She was
worked
at
her-
one space and then went in the evening, and there was probably, God, 1,000 people at Corrigan's.
They had the
Oh,
bagpipes
terrible.
and
And the
they had
bagpipes and
Unbelievable.
stuff
green
going on.
beers and all kinds of stuff. What did we stop in between there? We stopped in between the crowd around me.
Yeah, the crowd around me.
That's it, Route 52 and Route
And then we
51.
went
Yeah.
to McBride's.
McBride.
McBride's.
McBride.
McBride's on 52.
Yes.
52.
Yes.
Now, you know they have 4 locations now, McBride.
Oh, yes, they just opened one in Morris.
They're on Liberty Street. in
Yeah, I
downtown
heard they
Morris.
opened
Oh,
one in
Liberty.
Morris.
I
And they
didn't
have
know
one in
that.
Plainsfield.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
want a really good food, good Rubens and Irish food, and you live in the Morris area, check it out. Check it
McBride's.
out.
McBride's
They
on
just
50
opened.
They have, and they have like the one at Caton Farm in 59.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And
59.
one on 52.
Yeah,
And
one-
they-
One in, I believe, in Plainfield.
Yeah.
And now the new one in Morris.
There's
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
They got
So that was-
Ronald
The
that
one
was-
on 52 is very big, and they had a tent. They have a
Mhm.
heated tent
Heated tent out there,
outside
yeah.
because they know there's going to be a lot of people for St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was a nice.
Real
size.
nice.
Very nice.
And I was actually able to get a seat at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
That's
at,
something.
At McBride's on 52.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Well, so we went to Jameson's. We went to McBride's on 52.
Crowd,
We went to the Crowd. We went to
Corrigan's,
Corrigan's
and then Rock City.
and Rock City in downtown Rockdale.
Yeah,
Yes.
that there.
That was our last stop.
And we got the beef rolls.
Yes. Those are
Oh,
good.
their beef rolls good.
And they had corned beef rolls as well. And I bought one and took it for my lunch, and it was delicious.
Corned beef roll.
Oh,
Yeah. So they take like a pizza dough and
they're
they
good.
fill it with corned beef and Swiss cheese. And then they wrap it just like their beef roll. They cook it in the oven, and then they give you Thousand Island dressing for it.
Yeah, that sounds
And
good.
they
How
were
about-
delicious.
They're delicious, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very good.
they're
And then we
good.
went home.
Yeah. And then we came home and we,
went
were
back
exhausted.
We went
and-
back to Gusto's.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
had a DJ karaoke that night, and I was like, oh no, man.
No, we got back and we were exhausted.
We've been on the bus for 8 hours. I'm tired. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
They told me to come back and have a drink. We couldn't.
Yeah.
We
It was a long day.
long day.
And we were all dressed up. So
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I'm
we had
sure you've
green.
seen
Yeah.
pictures of us on
Yeah.
Facebook. We had
Yeah.
our green hats and clothes.
Well, that's
And
someone
the, and the beads, we got the beads. You give any of the ladies the beads? Everybody want beads.
Yeah,
Even
yes.
Mike Morgan, a couple.
Everybody
I
wanted
say,
beads.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell you what in the location what the beads from.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like Mardi Gras beads.
Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
Yeah. You give any beads out, Mike?
I only had the one set, so no, I didn't.
Oh, I
No.
told you I can get some more.
There was. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we had plenty of it.
Plenty of
Oh,
beads. It was
yeah.
fun. It was fun.
We have fun. I like to do it next year again.
Joy and Brian do a
Yeah.
good job putting that together at
Yeah.
Gusto's.
Yep.
And
Real nice.
the biggest thing that I can say about any sort of a bus trip or pub crawl like that, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So many people go out there and they start slamming beers and doing shots and slamming beers and doing shots at the first stop.
No.
I'm like, you got like 6 more stops before
Right.
it's over.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna get yourself so drunk you're not gonna be able to
No.
walk into the
Right.
second place.
We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
So every place, 1 or 2, and then move on,
Yeah.
and move.
Gina saying fun me. She said, "Can I have another shot?" Oh no.
Yeah, she's
And,
trying to
and then the ball shots. I know what kind them.
Gina
What,
was trying to get you
Jell-O?
drunk. Yeah, because
Oh, I
we had
said, no.
we had Jello shots, and then we had
Oh,
the
geez.
Jello like jigglers.
Balls. Yeah, gingers.
Jigglers.
Candy gingers.
Yeah,
No, they
gingers.
were
Jigglers. They're gummy bear jigglers.
gummy
Jiggers.
bears.
That's it. Yeah.
They were just gummies.
There was gummy
So
inside.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
They were good.
And Gina could give me water, bottles of water. I said, no more.
Yeah.
Well, bottles of water are okay, but at least she wasn't trying to get you because you were
Get me
dirty.
drunk. Yeah.
You
And
did
I
have-
collect the garbage on the bus. Make
Which
sure
is-
everything.
He kept
clean.
saying, "That's my job. That's my job."
That's
It's like,
my
your job.
Right.
But
He
did
was
collect
keeping
all
the bus
garbage.
clean.
Yeah,
for
I
the
like to
bus
keep.
driver.
I like to keep everything clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
And along the way, you lose people.
Yes, we lost. a
So
couple
you
people.
lose, and we lost the people in front of us on the bus. We lost the
Yes.
people behind us
Oh.
on the bus. They just take a cab and go home, or give up.
Yeah, that's it. We're
Yeah,
done.
they give up.
Well,
But we went through the whole thing. I enjoyed it.
they were.
Well, they have a little fight. I know which bar it is, but I don't know what happened. But
There
I
was
got
that-
kind of upset.
It was at
Yeah.
Crowd Around Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike right there. I want Mike to get hurt.
It's
and,
crazy.
One,
Like,
one,
what is happening right in front
I
of me?
know, one big mess. And then I saw the owner jump over the.
No, that
gate.
was one of the customers.
Oh, customers jump. Oh, I thought the
Customer
owner.
jumped over the railing and took a big swing at the other guy who they were pulling out.
Oh, I thought the owner jumped
No.
over.
No.
I didn't see, but otherwise they went fine. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Little beer muscles.
Yeah. It was,
Nothing like a little excitement.
Real
yeah,
excitement.
it was a little crazy.
But it was fun. We had a good trip. We had a good
Oh,
time.
real
Yeah.
good trip. I like to go every year.
St. Patrick's Day is always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are we doing on time?
I got about 9 minutes.
9 minutes. Okay. Why don't we talk about Renee's
What?
tip of the night?
Oh,
What's your
I
tip
didn't
tonight?
have one prepared, so
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
Oh, let's do a tip tonight.
So, got any ideas of anything that people might find useful? Because I mean, you're always doing crafty stuff.
Yeah. How about the rabbits? What you doing? You setting up for us outside and stuff.
Can't think of nothing. Huh?
No.
How about you? Anything with your crafts you like to do?
No, I was on vacation, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Mike did the cooking when we on vacation.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you
Good.
cook? Spaghetti and meatballs or what? I
Let's
got
not
spaghetti.
make spaghetti and meat.
Oh, chicken and sausage.
I did make a meal with broccoli and carrots and some veggies and some pasta. And I put both chicken
They're
and
good.
kielbasa in there.
Casa. Oh,
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even here to have some. How about that? You didn't say me
Well-
a little bit.
Okay. We did make corned beef
Yes,
for St. Patrick's Day, and I would highly recommend
they're very good.
is I cook it in beer, but to put it in your pressure cooker. Always put in the pressure cooker because you
Yeah.
could put it in the pressure cooker for like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and it will be as tender could be. And
Falls apart.
then you could take it out of there, which is what we do, and then put it on your baking sheet, put all your potatoes and all that stuff around there, and just put in the oven to get it nice and brown
Get a
and
little
get
crisp on
a
it.
little
Yeah,
crisp
crisp.
on it and like bake it a little bit. But you could eat it straight out of the pressure cooker that way too, with the potatoes and all that. But we like to cook it a little
Put a
bit,
little
and
crisp
so
on
it gives it a nice, yeah, a baked feel to it. But it's really tender, and more tender than if you put it in the crock pot all day.
Right.
And I would suggest this year we tried it. It was a little bit more expensive. Is to get the Vienna. The Vienna corned beef was the best.
It was already seasoned.
It was already seasoned. We didn't have to put anything in the bag, and it was not salty at all. It
No, it
didn't
was
have
not.
hardly any salt to it. It wasn't like crazy salty.
Yeah.
And it was so flavorful, and it just fell off
It
You know,
literally
it was
fell apart.
delicious,
It was really
delicious.
good.
I mean,
Real
we all
good.
had 2 or 3 helpings each. We just loved it. So
I had about 4
So I would
helpings.
say
We
that-
still have leftovers, and now my mouth is watering thinking about it.
I would say that would be my tip. Would be, you know, for the corned beef. Yeah.
It was good.
Renee really make a good meal. She always make good meals.
Mhm,
I love it.
mhm.
That's why I don't gain nothing. It might get belly a bit.
Yeah, that's wise.
That's right.
That's wise.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's because we're all eating so good that we're
Yeah.
all gaining weight.
and I'm
If we
staying
don't,
sexy
Has,
slim.
has nothing to do with the medication or nothing.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
He thinks he's being funny, but he's not.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So.
Okay.
So yeah. So on our next, what's your tip? Any other tips?
I don't know. There's been a lot of things that have been going on in the news and everything, and I try to stay a little bit controversial without getting too controversial.
Yeah.
The thing that's getting me is people are setting Teslas on fire. I see the logic in burning,
Uh-huh.
Teslas. I see why people are doing it because they connect it directly to Elon Musk, and they're not happy with him going through and waving a big chainsaw at the government. I mean, it scares people. It scares my mom. She's on Social Security, and they've read on different apps with different locations, and it was on the news where an 86-year-old man had his money taken out of his savings account because they thought he was dead, and they thought they were paying him illegitimately, but they weren't. He was still alive, and now they took all his money away from him. So Mom and John, they set up a separate account. You get this is where my money comes in, and I move it away right away so the government won't take it back by accident
Yeah.
because they're both still alive. But
No.
what I was getting at was the Tesla scenario where people are burning Teslas, damaging Teslas. I can see protesting in front of a Tesla sales like what they did in Lamont recently. I can see this being a situation. Peaceful protests are protected by the Constitution. You don't like it, too bad for you. Move to a different country.
Mhm.
Too bad for you. But to set somebody's car on fire,
They don't make sense. They shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Vandalism.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
vandalism.
it's just it,
There's no
esca-
reason.
it
It's
just
stupid.
escalates then and it gets into other.
that's really.
They
good.
should catch them and throw them in jail.
I saw a Tesla with a bumper sticker on the back. I bought this before Elon went nuts. I thought
Yeah,
that
oh,
was
yeah,
quite creative.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
That was quite creative.
Yeah,
When it shows up again, I'll say.
yeah, you gotta save
But
from
my
that.
my 2 cents on that, Hammer's 2 cents is, leave people's cars alone. The car didn't do nothing to you.
No,
Yeah.
The person driving the car didn't do nothing to you.
no, there's no reason to do what they did. No reason to burn any cars.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Teslas because they're electric vehicles, and I don't have a problem with electric vehicles. But
Yeah.
the car didn't do nothing to you.
No,
Right.
no,
The car didn't do anything to you.
no,
Right.
no.
So just leave the Teslas alone. That's my 2 cents.
Yes,
All right.
That being said,
Tesla,
we're gonna put a wrap on episode 11, season 2.
Yep.
season 2.
Season 2, episode 11. What else do we have to say?
That's it. That's all we
Anything-
got today.
That's it.
Don't forget
No.
to say goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Good
We
night.
look forward to seeing you for episode 12.
Episode 12. Good night. We gonna do another one or no?
I don't
No.
think so.
No.
When you try to be funny, it just comes across as mean.
Yeah,
No,
you can't say
I-
that.
okay,
You
all
can't
right.
say that.